Hello, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to talk about visas and B2NW. Does it sound scary? This is a green card for the USA, which is issued based on your work experience. She doesn't require any big investments, super achievements, ties to the USA, and so on. We talk a lot about visas and B2NW on our channels. And accordingly, we often get comments saying, if I'm not talented, if I don't have a bunch of achievements, if I don't have publications, what should I do? I also want to go to the USA. Now we'll give you the lowdown on what a visa and B2NW are, what a green card and B2NW are, and who can get it, how long it takes, and so on. Timur, an EB-2 to NEF expert, joins us today. His visa approval rate is over 90%, an impressive achievement. And today he will tell you what the heck is this visa thing anyway. And accordingly, it will also help us figure out who can get it, who can't get it. And accordingly, how to best build your cases for this visa. Hey, Timur.
Привет,
Hi
Лиза,
Lisa,
всем добро
welcome all to the
пожаловать на
channel.
канал.
Yeah, awesome. Tell me please about EBITDA. First of all, what the heck is this? So if we just tuned into the Real Code channel, we haven't watched a gazillion videos about it, like at all. But yeah, we just arrived and we have no clue what visa EBITDA NIF is. Can you guide me on how to obtain it? Well, exactly. For how many years is it issued? What can I do with it? And who can I bring with me? That's also an important point.
Yeah, sure thing. If you're planning on moving to the United States and you understand that EB-2A and NV are the ones that suit you, because there are subcategories of visas, then it's a great choice. This is a green card, as Lisa already said. It is issued for 10 years, just like all immigration green cards. After 5 years, if you meet all the requirements, you can apply for citizenship. Requirements are about the length of stay in the country and tax payment. Plus, you'll have to take some small tests, but that's a whole different story. When applying for this visa, you can generally apply from any background. Yeah, we frequently discuss B2NW in our videos covering various subjects. We emphasize that this platform is primarily geared towards academic specialists and experts in the scientific field who possess a proven track record within the scientific community, have published scientific works, and possess a strong educational background. Overall, you can apply from absolutely any field. We've had cases where we've filed people who work in the insurance field. There were cases where they accepted non-academic individuals with just a bachelor's degree. IT specialists frequently apply for this visa. With a bachelor's degree and 5 years of work experience, you qualify for this visa. Let's get straight to the point and decipher what the heck this is, why no, how it's even deciphered, what it means. There are subcategories for EB-2 visas, work visa. There are those where you move with your employer if you are, let's say, a multinational manager. There are those where you move again with the employer, but you are a professor or researcher. And there is the EB-2 National Interest Waiver Visa, which means national interest, where you can move without an employer and without any specific commitments in the country. So you don't need to demonstrate that you possess a job offer or a collaboration offer. In general, there are already suggestions in the country, specifically in the United States of America. And when you submit an application, you will need to meet not only the criteria, but also this requirement of national interest. So in general, in broad strokes about classification, what is EB-2? NIV, add something to the list, or should we go directly to how to submit an application? What is it?
Yeah, so there's this story about various types of people, like those in the STEM field and their unique characteristics. According to popular belief, individuals who are involved in the STEM disciplines, which include science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, have much better chances of securing a visa. These individuals, commonly known as techie folks, and those who specialize in the precise sciences, are often granted visas without fail, placing them in the top tier of applicants. Tell me, is it true or not? And overall, how do you even begin to comment on this? Maybe based on your case experience.
Yeah, that's true. Even the Americans themselves write about it on the USCIS Immigration Service website. While it's not explicitly stated that specialists in this field are given first priority, based on our experience and the experience of other immigration lawyers, specialists in this field don't necessarily receive priority in the review process. The review process depends on the date when you filed your case, but overall they can present their application more favorably for the United States. Here's the thing, when we talk about national interest, if you want to prove it, in the first subpoint of national interest, you need to show what exactly you will be doing on the territory of the USA, what your plan is, maybe a business plan. And specialists from the STEM field find it easier to show that, for example, my field, let's say engineering, has national recognition in the United States, meaning it brings in a certain GDP income for the country. A lot of jobs have been created or are planned to be created in this field specifically within the country. And overall, as a specialist in this industry, you have great potential because there are many states that specifically offer employment in this field if you plan to work as an employee. And there are numerous companies that can collaborate with you in the event that you suggest establishing your own organization. There is no priority, but there are chances. The chances are higher compared to other possibilities that may exist.
All right, I understand. So does that imply that individuals from other regions are unable to obtain this visa?
No way, Jose. If, once again, as we always say, if you meet the criteria, show national and international recognition, then welcome to America. You can go along with any profile in general. As I was saying, if you look at our practice, there are specialists who are not part of the STEM fields, not connected to technology at all, for example. And still they manage to pass through these visas. So again, the bare minimum requirement is a diploma in your field, at least 5 years of experience if you're going for exceptional education, either criteria. If you have extensive experience in your profession, like over 10 years of work experience, then you can already go through outstanding abilities. Assume this visa has an extra subclass for outstanding abilities.
And you can get by without any education at all. I mean, it's not necessary to submit a diploma.
In education, if you have any certification, let's say you're an IT specialist and you don't have a relevant diploma, but you have Coursera diplomas, then you can apply. Of course, your diploma, license, and so on, certification won't be very strong evidence. But if you meet other criteria, show your work experience in this field, and offer some business plan, it will greatly strengthen your application. I grasp that I went through the criteria confusingly. I think I get it, but explaining may not be clear to viewers.
Well, of course, yeah, we actually have a video with a more detailed analysis of these evidence and criteria, so check them out.
In this context, we are not really talking about that. All right, yeah, Timur, okay, I have got it. I know that the official approval rate for the visa and B2NW is approximately around 85%. True or not?
You betcha.
Wow, this is official statistics. So there are people who are now there deciding that I have exactly 5 minutes to create my EBITDA case, present it, and even they, well, thanks to even such people, 85%. Wow. All right, I have another question. If I want to apply for a visa EB-2, I know that the approval rate is really high, and because of that, the waiting times for this visa are longer. What is the wait time for this visa? How much time do I need to plan before I commence working at present and relocate to the United States of America now? And in accordance with that, this is indeed the very first one. And what is the impact of a high rate of approval on the final deadlines?
Yeah, it's true that it takes a while, but again, if you compare it to some other American visas, it's relatively fast overall. Many people want to know the time frame from start to finish, so let's not discuss it step by step here. If you work on the case until you enter the USA or have a full change of status from the USA, it can take about 14, 16 months or a year and a half. Once again, it relies on a multitude of factors. The primary aspect you must take into account is the presence of quotas that frequently conclude in November, December within the year and remain vigilant of the bulletin. There is a bulletin on the website of the United States government that shows which cases with what filing date can be filed for a change of status, if from within the United States, or at the consular processing stage, that is, for the visa application itself, permission to enter. As of today, in the month of January 2024, the bulletin indicates the month of November 2022. So, all the cases that were filed before this moment and received approval are now either undergoing a change of status or getting their visa at the consulate. If you got the green light but applied after November 2022, you'll have to hang tight. Anticipating the questions right away, it doesn't move in a way that in a month it moved by 1 month. In December 2023, the bulletin had July 2022, so it moved forward by almost 6 months in just 1 month. That's lightning fast. It can move even faster.
It may move slower, like we don't know.
Well, yeah, I'm all about that positive vibe here.
But in reality, it's clear here that this is not a fast visa, and that's precisely because many people are approved, many people get in line, quotas quickly run out, and here we are now. When it comes to the timelines for US green cards, I must say that the waiting period is not excessively long. It's actually quite reasonable, you know. EB-5 green cards, mind you, are obtained for a period of 5 years, offering long-term residency benefits. 5 years! These are some terrible times, man. This process is taking an incredibly long time. So I suppose EB-1A is the quickest green card option globally. In the USA, EB-2NF is likely ranked second or third. Faster green cards for spouses are available for quicker processing. Other options may also exist. Well, as far as I know.
But they're not exactly lightning fast either. Family-based, these family green cards, that too.
No, well, if you know if there's a sister brother there or a matchmaker or parents, then yes. But spouses seem to be faster, as they are the first priority. Well, never mind, we're not discussing that now. We're discussing EBITDA. If you're interested in getting this green card, if you think it might be a good fit for you, then most likely it's a good fit for you. Come to us for free consultations. We'll help you figure out the deadlines, the chances, the application process, and so on. Maybe this could be a good option for you. And then you'll be able to somehow develop further in the direction of EBITDA. Thanks so much, Timur. It was really nice talking with you today.